Hi, today I'm going to show you a fantastic technique that you can do as soon as you get out of bed. So sometimes we need to run straight to the bathroom, so do whatever you need to do, but then definitely come back to this. It only takes a couple of minutes and it really helps to set your body up for the day. So when we're asleep at night, our feet kind of curl up, all the muscles, the connective tissue get a little bit shorter. So then we get up out of bed, we start running around and we put a lot of pressure on our feet straight away. So we have something in yoga called the superficial back line. And this is a line of muscles and connective tissue that runs all the way up through the back of the body, the neck, over the head to the eyebrow line. And so for anybody that has tension in the hamstrings, in the legs anywhere, in the back, in the neck, anyone that gets any headaches, this will benefit you a lot. So that's pretty much, I think, everybody anyway, but regardless of those things, it's a really nice way to give yourself a mini full body massage in the morning. We're going to use another very high-tech piece of equipment, which is a golf ball. So you probably have one of these around or know somebody that does. And we're going to use this to massage out the bottoms of the feet. So if you know anything about feet, you'll know that a lot of things originate in the feet. So not only, the anatomy from the ground up, but also in terms of our meridian lines, if you're familiar with reflexology. So anything we do to the feet really affects the whole of the body. So I'll show you one foot. I'm going to start just by taking weight onto one leg. I'm going to bend that leg a little bit and then zip in and up so that my lower back has a little bit of support. And you can bring the foot onto the golf ball and then just very gently start to put a little bit of pressure as you move the ball around the foot. So, whoops, sometimes the ball runs away like that and you just bring it back. And so I want you to start really, really gently, just like as if you were going for a massage. They don't get their elbows in straight away, but they take their time to warm up the tissues. Okay, you've just jumped out of bed. Sometimes easier to do this on a yoga mat because it doesn't run away so much. But anyway, over time, so you'll do that, just covering the whole of the foot. And then you can get a little bit deeper with it. So you can put a little bit more pressure on the foot and just slowly work it in. And what you'll find is you'll find areas that feel really sore. You'll find areas that you don't want to go back to. You'll find areas that feel a little gristly, crunchy, sometimes a word. But try to cover the whole of the foot. So even like the toe connections, the outer edge of the foot there, inner edge of the foot, the inner arch and the back of the heel, so all of those places. And you just do this when you've kind of got into it. Do it for about a minute or a little bit longer on each foot. And then before we do the other side, I just want you to bring that foot back down to the earth and notice the difference. So my whole leg feels activated, my foot feels wider, more connected to the earth, but interestingly slightly lifted away, like there's a gap between my foot and the floor. So you could, kind of feel any of that or none of that, but it's still amazing for you. So we'll go on to the other one. So I'm going to bend the opposite leg, zip in and up, and then I'm going to take the foot onto the golf ball. And I'm going to start this really gently, just loosening up those tissues. If you've got anything like plantar fasciitis, you should be doing this a few times a day anyway. If you have any problems with your feet, your knees, your hips, your back, any headaches, this is a great one for you. So I'm just trying to get the whole surface area of the sole of the foot, and then I can begin to get a little bit deeper. And you can really take a good few minutes over this, but I would say between 1 to 2 minutes on each foot is going to fit in really nicely to your morning routine. It's not going to take you a whole lot of time, and it's going to bring you so many benefits. It's so worth it. And I'd always just take a tiny little moment, like a breath or two, when you're done, just to notice any changes, and notice how it's benefiting you, because when you stop to reflect That's what encourages you to carry on. And sometimes we can't feel it after a day, but after a month of doing this, you'll really feel the benefits. And sometimes then you feel the benefits, and then you feel the lack of benefits when you stop, and that can encourage you to restart. And then we'll get a little bit deeper. If you find any area that's particularly sore, it's great to just work with it a little bit, back away from it, and then come back and revisit that area and just see over time if anything changes. Okay, I'll bring the foot down. We'll just observe. It definitely feels more activated, more energized, and more connected to the earth. Fabulous. That's what we want to start our day. We want to feel connected, energized, lifted, and ready for action.